Is Epstein alive, and is he the creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto?
No. 100%. And when the real founder of Bitcoin comes out, it is my humble opinion, and there's nothing humble about me, Bitcoin will go to fucking zero.
So some context. Who is that guy?
So that guy's like a financial guru, I think. People look at him as being very financially intelligent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was that a recent video?
I don't know if it's recent. I know that it's come out recently. Like, I just saw that a couple weeks ago before all of this stuff started coming out about the new Epstein files. But it's coming out. I mean, that came out a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super crazy. So Satoshi Nakamoto is the pseudonym for the creator of Bitcoin, right?
Yes.
So that person with that pseudonym just withdrew.
Yeah. So I guess the day before these recent Epstein files came out, he finally sold off his Bitcoin, or a huge portion of it. It came out to like $1.4 billion worth of his holdings of Bitcoin. And the interesting fact about that is he's been holding since 2010. So he hasn't touched it since 2010. And so all of a sudden, the day before these Epstein files gets released, he sells.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Something's definitely up there.
Something's going on there. And then let me show you guys this. We're going to get right into these Epstein files to go along with the Epstein file release with the Bitcoin. So this is apparently in the files, and it's from Epstein to Maxwell. And it says, "Hi, Bine," or Bean. Hi, Bine.
Fine.
Hi, Bine. Ghislaine. The Satoshi pseudonym is working perfectly. Our little digital gold mine is ready for the world. Funding secured. Jeffrey.
Okay. Well, I think that answers the question here. That is Jeffrey Epstein. He is alive.
Yeah.
His pseudonym is Satoshi Nakamoto, and he is running Bitcoin.
Yeah.
He's running cryptocurrency.
And not just crypto. So that means I think he's secretly running the world. He's running all of the leaders. He always was, but even Bibi Netanyahu is in the files like 600 times. So he's running it all of them. He's the demon in control of it all.
Dang.
Yeah, it's terrifying. All right, guys, let's jump into some of these files.
That's insane. So that was in 2008, October 31st, Halloween.
Okay. Of course.
Demonic City up in here.
Yeah. They always got to have their special seance-y days.
Yeah. All this stuff that is coming out is just like, we all knew it to be true.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's being officiated.
Yep. It's officiated. And we all know that the devil does run the world. And these guys are literal vampire demons. So let's get into some of these files, you guys. I mean, nobody wants to get into them, but you gotta see what these people are doing. So right here, this is from Teresa. So it says, "LOL, yes, Lays shoot for Thursday. Sorry about work. I could really get used to not working." From Teresa Bowling, whoever that is. "Wow, and I know December will be crazy. Maybe we can find a Thursday night for adults somewhere. I'm busy here at work again, but I will look at my calendar again. Thanks again for yesterday. Thank you. Had a great time," and says his favorite pizza is Fat Cat Pizza. If you can believe it, none of those dates work. Craig and I are both out of town every weekend. Teresa does Saturday, November 12th, Sunday, November 13th work. Yes, sounds great. No worries. Okay, so in this one, he's just saying his favorite pizza is Fat Cat Pizza. All right, let's keep going. 12:30 p.m., Jeffrey Epstein to meet at a pizza place. Jojo to have a car out and ready by 11:45. I don't know where the pizza place is. Jeffrey Epstein to LSJ. The subject is pizza. Would it be okay to go to Red Hook for an hour to have a quick pizza, leaving just after 7? Feeney asking about a pizza party this weekend. So usually, adults, they're not really going to have pizza parties.
Yeah.
Right?
Everyone knows what this means.
Mm-hmm. So this is G vacation. You see this a lot whenever they're talking about giving vacations to whoever they're trying to talk about. The vacation usually goes to the island. That's what I've seen in a lot of these. So good afternoon. Would it be possible for Bryce and I to go over to Red Hook and have a quick pizza meal? Warmest regards.
So this is a different email mentioning Red Hook.
Yeah.
I don't like the name of that either.
Me neither. And it says they always put in the subject pizza, right? And look, it's also 9:08 p.m. So it says go over real quick for a pizza meal at 9:08 p.m., right? And also, why are they asking? If it was just pizza, like, why are they asking you to go have pizza real quick? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So 6100 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B3, St. Thomas.
Should we look it up?
Yeah.
Let's look it up, you guys. 6100 Red Hook Quarters. It's a condo. Yeah, it's a condo, you guys.
It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 590,000.
Yeah, it's a condo. It's not even a pizza place. Daphne Wallace. Subject is sushi. Greetings, sir. Meat lovers pizza. Pepperoni, sausage, salami, beef, ham, cheese pizza, vegetarian pizza, handmade pizza. What time was this at? 5:12 p.m. Okay.
I'm at the DMV. I am number 76 and they are 64. Happy redacted. Pickup is at 3:45 today. I invited Hen and Paula for pizza tomorrow. If they come, we should do Rico's. If they don't, we should try New Cannon Pizza.
Wow.
Okay. Like the Canaanite rituals that they're doing, that kind of pizza.
Your pizza is yummy, yummy. From Leslie Groff. Envoy Damon. Mercy. They're saying thank you. Thank you for the pizza. Thank you for the pizza today. Really good. XO.
Hi, Anna. Mr. Epstein would like to see the menu from the pizza place. Could someone send it, please?
Alert. And Bobby meet at pizza place. He loves downtown at 9:45 tonight.
Jeffrey is asking if you could please take a cab when Kinky Boots is over tonight and meet him at Arturo's Pizza.
Guys, we got another address to look up.
106 West Houston Street.
Let's look it up, guys. Girls Cult.
A real pizza place.
Wow. Okay. He is so cute.
He's too cute.
Have a great week. XOXO. Thanks for having the boys for pizza. Was sad he had to leave the fun. Hope y'all have a great time skiing. Be safe. And it says, yum, that looks good. The boys are really cute too. Smiley face. I just need blank by 4:10 p.m. He needs a quick shower. Then going to the doctor for his annual. Pizza time. Kids are hungry. Again, the same one. Thank you for the pizza today. Really good.
Or I hope, and I am leaving around noon on the 21st, seeing family Saturday and Sunday. Gave Jeffrey Epstein heads up that my girlfriend leaves really early on Monday, 5:27. So I'm around for any lunch dates, dinner, quick hangs, walk in the park, pizza excursions, the whole week. You guys really, really, really help me out every time I come to the city. Cannot thank Jeffrey Epstein enough. You always make my birthdays a lot more enjoyable.
Thanks. That was great to spend some time with Woody talking comedy. Next time I get Rock and Louis C.K., who he loves. So next time he'll get The Rock and Louis C.K. talking to Woody
Allen.
Woody Allen was all over the Epstein files.
Oh, yeah,
so it's Woody Allen, The Rock, Louis C.K.
Yes.
So always nice to see you. Likewise, pal. And again, the apartment's a lifesaver. Have fun in France. I might delay till Wednesday. Is Chris Rock up for the Bobby Jeffrey lunch? I will try to get a hold of him, then radio interviews. Headed to Brooklyn later this morning for pizza. I'm on a mission. Let me know if you stick around. Super Jew, call me when you're awakened. I'll plan on a return this summer if I can. A lot of pizza this week and a lot of walking. Almost 150 blocks today. So knowing what we all know about pizza, I mean, it's just really sick to read through that, because sure, you could take it like it's just, oh, they're going to pizza. No, whenever you think about what that really is, and then the big names in there that they're talking to, like they can just
it's disgusting.
Go and do that.
It's just disgusting. And it's insane that it's finally coming out, and it's all part of God's plan. God needs this darkness to be brought to light, and it is. What happens next is super important.
It is. I'm not scared to see what happens next. I don't want to say I'm scared, but I am nervous to see what happens next with all of these people. They see all of this coming out. What are they going to do?
Well, like I was telling you earlier, I'm like, when we all know it really sets in our bones what really happens at these elite parties and these demonic ritual ceremonies that they have, it's all really coming to light and it's all real. And so it's still setting in with me that this is a reality. And the more it sets in, the angrier I get and the less controllable I get.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they're just going to try to kill us all.
Right, especially with Bill Gates. This is a nice little moment we've got here. So this is, again, the G vacation at Gmail. It turns out to be 100% true. Hitler was selling his clothes and artwork and living in a shelter funded by Jews. Epstein, Rothschild, and Gutman. No conspiracy. The Epsteins were the Vienna bankers. Bought their bank on the ring, hence still Palais Epstein. Where are you? I'm in bed with your cold. The generosity is not rewarded, or that the conspiracy theories still exist, is quite pathetic. Ariana de Rothschild. I thought you'd find it amusing that in Harvard class on Hitler, they told the story of when he was so poor, he lived in a shelter for the homeless and destitute that had been financed by the three wealthy families, the Gutmans, the Epsteins, and the Rothschilds. It turns out to be accurate. So, of course, showing us some more, So the game's rigged. It's always been rigged in their favor, it looks like. Of course. Did you see this? Okay. So I guess it was in the files.
Okay.
That Mandami is Epstein's son.
I saw something about that. What do
Yeah.
they have on that?
So let's look. So it says, while there is no evidence that Zoran Mamdani is Jeffrey Epstein's son, the fact is that his mother appears in the Epstein files as a much broader and deeper problem, which is the incestuous nature of the elite networks. At a certain level, everyone seems to know everyone, work for everyone, or is connected through some opaque web of professional and personal ties. So it's just like they're all connected. And it is crazy because they are all connected. And like every president's related to every single president ever. You know what I mean? Like they really are all just connected. It's disgusting.
Well, they can just stay all connected up there.
Or they can actually get down and quit being connected and quit being in control of everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I mean, I
enough.
think now's the time for all of us to start individualizing ourselves, making ourselves more sustainable without any of the things that they provide. Like the banking systems, take our money out of the banks, just don't pay taxes. Let's do you got to get radical. I feel like
everybody has to get radical,
Yeah.
and everybody needs to talk about this and not let this go under the rug, because this is beyond. Like with TPUSA, Erica Kirk, what happened to Charlie, we're not letting that go, right? We cannot let this go either. All of everything coming out, and then the next couple days, even more is going to come out because there's like 3 million files. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just about literally having the time to go through everything. Ian Carroll's been super quiet, and I cannot wait for him to come online to talk about what he's finding.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to go in. That's for sure. He's going to go in.
This is to Jeffrey Epstein from someone I'm not familiar with. Surprise, surprise.
Against all odds, we have been granted a meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu.
In March 3rd, 2011, from Roy Navon.
In 2011, Jeffrey Epstein wasn't he already by then?
I think he was in jail.
Yeah, he had everybody already knew who he was, right?
Yeah.
By that time?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we got some more files here, you guys. We've got Elon Musk. So have you seen all the stuff going on with Elon Musk?
I have. So basically, he is saying he's not a part of it. He can't believe that he's even being accused of it and totally defending himself. But then there's some files that are asking when is the best to have a party at the island. And then doesn't he get denied access in the email? He's like, unfortunately, we're really busy right now.
Comes out saying, no, I have nothing to do with this. I'm the one that was fighting hard. And I actually thought it was very interesting that Elon Musk was writing so much about this in defense for himself. He's like, no. I'm the one that's been fighting for children. I'm the one that's wanted them released. Show the videos. And he keeps saying, show more, right?
Yeah.
But that's something guilty people also do, right?
Yeah.
Is they will just start screaming from the rooftop. So let's see what they say here. This is what Elon Musk said. This is how I knew so long ago that Reid Hoffman went to Epstein Island. Epstein used Reid being there to try to get me to go, not realizing that it would have the opposite effect. So this is from Jeffrey Epstein to Elon Musk, and this is 2014. Reid was on the island last weekend. Do you think you will be in the Caribbean for Christmas, New Year's? So that's what Jeffrey Epstein said to Elon Musk.
Okay, so he's trying to entice him December 11th, 2014.
And then Elon Musk also said here, they need to release the Epstein videos with the victims' images blurred out. He recorded everything. That will eliminate all doubt. I am in none of them, but many prominent people, especially on the left, are. Game over. I think Musk is guilty.
Guilty?
Guilty verdict for Musk. My opinion.
I think Musk is...
It's
I want to
tough,
say
right?
not guilty so bad. We got to have some good guys, but I think he's guilty too.
I will say with Elon Musk, so I want him to not be guilty too. But whenever you put together everything about Elon Musk, like how he's making all the robots, how he does brain chips in people's brains, how he has cars that he can control at any moment, how he has the internet over the entire world right now, like Starnet type stuff. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way that guy's a good guy. And if you
Yeah.
look at him, what does your gut tell you, especially in the beginning? It's like something's off with him.
Yeah.
He's,
Something
he
is off
can't
with him.
communicate very well, but he's like the richest man in the entire world.
Yeah.
At what cost?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
At what cost is the right question, because it's not normal to reach success like that.
No. And it's not normal to be in control of so many different aspects of our day-to-day lives.
That's right.
right.
Yeah. Our internet, our transportation, like he's trying to really capitalize. Like if an individual desires control, they're not a good person. And Elon
Right.
Musk clearly desires control because he has it.
Yeah. He wants to go to Mars and be like the king of Mars. He wants to be like the hero of the world. And have you ever seen the video of that lady talking about him? She was his babysitter whenever he was a child.
I didn't, but what did she say?
Well, let me pull it up.
Okay. So this is Elon Musk asking about the crazy wild island parties that Jeffrey Epstein has that he didn't want to go to.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe he wanted to go. Maybe he wasn't invited at that time.
he wasn't big enough. It was 2014, right?
Yeah.
So he wasn't really, did he just buy PayPal at that point? Or
Probably.
sell PayPal?
Something.
Probably a little earlier than
He
that.
wasn't the Elon that he is today.
No.
So
I'll pull up the babysitter claims in a sec, but I want to show this too real quick.
tweet by Elon Musk addressing allegations that Jeffrey Epstein toured SpaceX appears to be a lie.
So he said back in 2020, he said, to the best of our knowledge, he never toured SpaceX. Don't know where that comes from. And then go ahead. Here's the email.
And it's from Elon Musk to Jeffrey Epstein. And he says, I see. Thanks for the tour. We would have fun at Christmas. Why is he trying to get him for Christmas so many times?
Right.
He wanted him for Christmas in a couple emails. What's going on Christmas?
Yeah. And that's in February. Oh, he's saying you would have had fun. So
you would have had fun at Christmas.
Okay, so Elon didn't go to the Christmas party that he said before that. Okay, so that's good. That's good.
Okay.
But he did have a tour. We are not sure. So that's saying toward SpaceX appears to be a lie, but he's just saying here, thanks for the tour.
He could not be. He could be talking about a lot of different things.
Right.
Yeah. It could have been anything. He called it a tour, but I mean, it would be awesome to find out Elon Musk is a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
As good as he gets up there.
All right, you guys. For those of you who have not seen Elon Musk's supposed babysitter, so this is pretty wild. You've got to take a listen to this because this is crazy. Let's take a listen.
Because of something the boy did. Coming from Africa, they were white as me. I thought they'd be black. And because of something the boy did, I never told what he did. The boy did something very dark when he was very little. And then one day I asked someone in the circle, Imelda, Joaquin's mother. I asked Imelda, I said, is he the Antichrist? I was 13 years old. She didn't even blink. She said, no, but he will present the mark. And when you see him do that, the Antichrist will take the stage. So now here we are, 40 years later. Boom, that boy is the star of the world. The boy's name then was El Elyon. It's changed over time. 40 years later. And I see that boy everywhere, and the world adores him, but he's the king of Babylon.
Okay. I mean, I don't put anything in the no pile and I put nothing in the yes pile anymore. Maybe, right?
Right. Yeah. You never know.
So many things coming out all the time. It's hard to keep up with everything and be sane.
Yeah. Nick Fuentes jumped on the Epstein bandwagon
Mm.
on the first day it was released yesterday. So he says, never forget that Donald Trump and his Department of Justice both said that the Epstein files do not exist for a year. They lied. And they only released the files because they were ordered to by an act of Congress. What else are they hiding?
I don't know, Nick Fuentes, but I know that you're wearing the t-shirt that Jeffrey Epstein was wearing and trying to sell it like a joke, trying to get on the Epstein bandwagon, acting like if they're not, a girl or a boy is not that young, that it's okay to, abuse them.
Right.
This guy totally crossed the line. I used to be a Nick Fuentes fan. I was like, he's speaking his truth, you know, he's a little intense, a lot intense for me, but still doing his thing. But now he's just totally off the handles.
Yeah. I mean, there's never an okay time to say that were they of age? Was it legal? Dude, with the first drop of the Epstein files, we all knew that he was a creep with kids, Epstein, right? And now with what just was released, like, come on, dude. It's beyond words.
It's not funny.
No, it's not.
It's like, it's not funny and it's not cute. And it's like, oh, wear the same shirt, be cool. Oh, look at me. I'm just going to keep going with it. I'm not going to say sorry.
Is this you, buddy? This was January 24th. Here's him selling his product, selling off the back of Jeffrey Epstein.
Check out our merch store, Fuentes.store. I have my brand new USA quarter zip. Check it out. This is high quality stuff. And I'm not just saying that. Some of the merch that we've done in the past, we've been doing merch for a long time, and it's been sort of, some of the products are better than others. This is very high quality. 80% cotton, 20% polyester.
Okay. Just sick. What are you doing? He's trying to be cool, like he's trying to be edgy and trying to be like, you guys, I'm going against what everybody else is saying. No, dude, you're literally prophetizing off of a pedophile. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's sick. It's not cool.
It's not
And then
cool.
you have the balls after the release of the Epstein files to say that anything about them at all, like, they're lying, they could have done this earlier, anything like that. Like, bro, get out of here.
Get out of here,
We're
Nick.
done with you. You lost.
Adios.
You lost, bud. Sorry to tell you.
Oso.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
What?
This is crazy, okay?
Okay, what is it?
This is Barbara Bush talking about a miscarriage that she had. It's kind of a quick clip, but it's insane. I'm going to share it with you guys. This is crazy, okay?
Okay.
The fetus in the jar.
Yeah.
You gave him special permission to write about it. He wrote that when you once had a miscarriage, you showed him the fetus in the jar.
Now, really,
We
the truth
touched on
is,
it before, but you didn't
Paolo put it in
elaborate.
a jar.
What?
Paolo, it's not in the library. No,
I know.
George, Paolo put it in a jar.
You gave him special permission.
She's just saying, okay, there's her miscarriage. The baby was put into the jar, right? And so what he was saying was he was told that she kept her miscarriage in the jar, right? And it's just very telling how she looks at him like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's like,
Yeah.
oh my.
Like,
my.
why are you talking about this?
Like, we don't keep it in the library. Nobody said you kept it in the library.
Yeah,
First of all,
what?
why are you saying that? It's beyond creepy, you guys. It's beyond sick. It just gets worse and worse. It's so bad. And we all know Barbara Bush is George Bush's wife. George Bush Sr.
Yeah.
One, right? And we've all seen the files with George Bush Sr.
Probably the most terrible thing I've read yet. Ever, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, ever in my entire life.
Yeah.
Right? We've read all these things when Q came out with all of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't actual files. It was accusations of like people saying they're eating things and they're doing like the worst things ever, right? They're
Mhm.
doing all these things. But that was just all accusations from conspiracies, right?
Yeah.
Now it's in the files, and now we know that everything that they were saying is happening because they are vampires. They're evil lizard vampires walking amongst us. I swear.
Yeah. I think there's vampires walking amongst us. They're like vampire lizard breeds. You know? They're like just cold-blooded. They're not human. They're not human.
So you've got Epstein and you've got Reid Hoffman, right? And then you've got what looks a lot like George Clooney.
Mhm.
Doesn't that look like George Clooney right there?
Yeah, George Clooney's. What is that picture right there where he's like
This?
falling in?
Who do you guys think is with him?
What is he doing?
This hand? But yeah, it looks like they're being creeps. Look at the background, all the kids' pool toys, of course. Of course it would be Disney and Mickey, right?
That's some inverted reality.
Hi, Grok. Are these pictures real? Please search deeply about them. Grok says no. But
What
I
do you
think
guys
that looks pretty real.
It looks incredibly real. Like,
Oh
doesn't
my
get realer
goodness.
than that.
Dude, there's no way. It's a picture of a picture.
Yeah.
And that's not real. That's AI. See, I knew that they were going to do this too. I knew that they were going to be like, use AI for everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Now they can. Now
Oh.
they literally can. They can be like, that's not real.
that's just AI.
Yeah.
That's a deep fake. That's
Yeah.
a deep fake. It's not real. That looks allegedly
So real.
very, very real. That is uncanny. And not uncanny valley, but like uncanny, right?
Yeah.
Gmax. From Gmax to G Vacation again. I'm so happy it's done. Just sad that you didn't seem better about it. What an odd story about CIA not long now. And then hopefully you will be able to move forward and put these crappy years behind you. So this is in 2010. In 2009, Epstein got out of prison. In 2011, Epstein would anonymously FOIA the CIA to see all publicly discoverable documents the CIA had about him.
So this is 2022. Emergency false. Threat to life false. Submitted text. Jeffrey Epstein was bringing children to the Omni in human sex trafficking them out to rich business people. If you go to 901 East Carey Street, Suite 201, Richmond, Virginia, in the South State Bank on the top floor, there is a housekeeping door. I think inside the men's restroom once you enter on the right. Inside, there should be a crawl space in the ceiling, a water faucet, and on the wall on the right. The wall on the right behind the actual wall contains a passageway with the inscription about Gabe, human trafficking victim that Jeffrey Epstein kept. I don't know what is behind the wall, but I remember as kids were both being brought in this area and trafficked in and out of the premises along with other kids.
Man, that's crazy. So that kind of gives a little bit of leeway with when we were looking up the pizza places earlier, and one of them actually was a pizza place.
Yeah.
So, okay, and it kind of looked like a dingy, like, speakeasy type thing for a pizza place.
Yeah.
There could be a little crevice somewhere.
For
You
sure.
know what I mean?
When I used to work at an old restaurant in Austin, Texas, those historical buildings have a bunch of secret doorways and like
Really?
alleyways. Yeah, if you go in the back just to like restock something, I remember there being like 5 different ways you could go.
Really?
Yeah, it was really crazy.
And
Those
they're
historical
old.
buildings, and that's what that Rocco's Pizza place looked like.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so scary. All right. Now we've got some cloning and baby making factories, apparently, in the Epstein files. So here's an address. It looks like it's West Palm Beach, Florida, from Jeffrey Epstein. I remember this.
What?
This is a crazy email, guys. All right.
Man.
All right. This one's kind of tough. This is tough. At first, Jeffrey was furious, but I pointed out that by staggering daughters every 8 years, he would always have a supply of ripe girls at his disposal. He bought me a house at blank, got my oldest daughter into blank by donating $50,000 to their gender studies program, and paid for my youngest daughter to attend blank. And all she had to do was send him a pint of Mormon blood every week. Thank you, Jeffrey. You helped me so much. You helped so many people and gave me the Italian marble tiles in my kitchen, steam shower, and a ranch of my own to continue the great work. Also, a quick thank you to Ghislaine. By the way, I haven't said anything to the feds yet and won't as long as those USPS money orders keep arriving from Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center. Stop by blank for your first free session of dynamic sexuality. Bring a friend or even a dozen. We will make it worth your time. I am Esther Cohen Tizer Epstein, and I approve of this message.
That makes so much sense. He's a definite vampire.
Right. So this is the same lady that we were just reading. She says, either way, myself, my common law husband, Peter John Bonet Klein Tizer Epstein, his boyfriend Chad, and my lovely and well-trained daughters, and will help you achieve all of your sexual deviance goals. Needless to say, we all have significant daddy issues. Drop by for a dynamic healing session at blank offered by the Bowles School of Nourishment and Healing, successor to the Jeffrey Epstein Foundation. Individual sessions will measure not only your level of arousal to deviant stimulus, but also all that amount of English on the refraction, temperature, take into account the rotation of the earth during the session. Group or gang sessions can give those measurements, but also ranking entries and breeding quality. Wait a minute, lady. What qualifies you to take over this prestigious foundation? Good question. I was born and raised in a family that valued sexual exploration, accepted and even celebrated sexual deviance. My grandmother was known as the Black Hole of Bielstock and serviced Cossacks, Black Russians, White Russians, even Wehrmacht, anyone and everyone as long as they could pay. In 1950s Atlanta, my mother offered husbands stress release sessions in an alley in a drugstore where my father gave abortions to their girlfriends or wives. It was a family joke that we got clients coming and going. Of course, like many teenagers, I rebelled from my family and ran away to the beautiful Boulder, Colorado, planning to study nutrition. There I met my Lord, Savior, and common law husband, Yo Tizer, guru of the cult divine madness of the family of insiders. You have a great gift. I don't want to really read that. Yeah, it just gets really, really sexual, but she's pretty much what she's saying is that you guys can read it. Just screenshot that and read that. So this is just very, very sick. She made a foundation, right, where she's able to breed daughters for Epstein and keep young girls at his disposal. That's the whole, and she's giving him her resume. That's her resume for him. And then in the second email, it shows that he gave her the house and all of the resources to be able to make that.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting and energy draining.
So we're going to end it with the Epstein stuff with something that came out of Nicki Minaj, which was actually pretty surprising to me.
Yeah, me too.
That she came out.
It was kind of like, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so she could be not necessarily a good guy, one of the good guys.
Right.
But she's not hurting children. Maybe that's what it seems, that she's not a participator in hurting of children. So go ahead.
At this point, that's like all we can ask for. At this point. Like
we're like, we don't even care if you're like stealing money from the poor or whatever you're doing. It's like, don't hurt children, guys.
Right.
So Nicki Minaj says your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take from other countries and mutilate and kill them as a form of blood sacrifice to their god. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up.
The jig is indeed up. And I was just thinking about that. I was like, there's no way that they're committing these crimes right now. You know what I mean? So at least they've stopped right now. They're all scared about getting caught for what is coming out right now.
So what do you mean, like doing the sacrifices? You think they've stopped?
I think they're not doing it right now.
No, they're doing it right now.
You think?
They need more power from Satan right now. They need the most. They're probably freaking out because they might end up meeting the real death here soon. You know what I mean?
They are going to eternal hell.
Yes.
All of them. And all of them that were complacent in it, that just let it happen, Dan Bongino for sitting there and letting those files and saying, I've seen the files, there's nothing in them. You're going to go to hell, buddy. I'm sorry. You are. You saw this and you didn't say, you didn't have the balls. And then you have a podcast today, the next day. Everybody's like, okay, maybe he will say something, because he made it look like he was going to like go on fire and say something crazy. All he talked about was our economy with Trump on his podcast today. Are you kidding me? Get out of here.
Yep. Dan Bongino saw all those files that we're seeing now about these sacrifices that they did and torturing and mutilating it. Dan Bongino saw that and still was okay looking at us in the face and lying to us.
Yeah, and so was Kash Patel. You too, buddy.
All of them. They all go in a pile together, dude.
Y'all are despicable. Let's get off the we'll end the show today on something just interesting, something super weird. I don't think that this usually happens. I could be wrong. This could usually happen and we just don't remember. This happened in Russia last night.
Last night?
That's interesting, right?
Extraordinarily interesting
It
because that's 4 moons there, dude.
Yes, 4 moons appear over Russia's St. Petersburg. The spectacle known as a paraselene was created by moonlight bending through the ice crystals in the frosty
Bullshit.
So they're actually, I thought it was
They're trying to scientifically prove it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was going to say that it was the camera. The camera picked up 4 moons. I didn't read that until just now. They're literally trying to say, with your own eyes, you see that in real life, and it's the ice crystals in the air. Are you kidding me? Dude.
What has it come to?
Crazy world we're living in, guys. You've always got to remember, especially right now, that Christ is King. He is our Lord and Savior, and is the only light in all of this darkness that can save any of us.
We got to be that light that shines on the candle and put it out for the world to see. Don't hide your light.
Hide your light. Don't hide your light. Speak up. Do not let this go. We cannot let this go.
Don't let it go.
See you guys next time.